Hey guys, how are you? What's up? How's everyone? Happy Friday, and also I hope everyone is doing okay and is in good health and and safe out there in these trying times, as I always try to address and say, because it's important that we don't forget. Doing a quick video, and this is basically to in regards to my brother Erok from the Exile podcast, as you all know, and before that from YouTube, and pretty much him being a friend of mine. I'm glad that he has gotten some form of vindication. And it's vindication that in a lot of cases, myself included, many people don't really always get. And what do I mean by that? Well, he put up a video a couple of weeks ago, like a month ago, when the whole fiasco happened with Microsoft, that they were trying to bring up the pricing of Xbox Live after 15 years of being the same price and what have you, and they did it all at one shot. And I even did a video myself, and basically, in the video, he basically was saying what I stated, that gaming is an expensive hobby, and it's not something that, and it comes with the territory, and that's something that, that with time, it's going to evidently happen, and it's going to get more expensive as time goes on, because, things don't get cheaper, they get more expensive. And it doesn't matter if companies like Microsoft make trillions of dollars, they still are not, obligated to babysit us as the consumer, because they already do a lot for us to begin with that is consumer friendly, and it's a business at the end of the day. And in order for it to continue to grow with more quality and more content, they're going to have to cover their prices and cost, for the Xbox division, because there are separate entities within Microsoft, some way, some shape or form. And one thing that this community always has a problem with is with defamation of character in a lot of ways, because they like to either skew what people say and make it their own interpretation, or they like to take what people say based off other things that they do and make it seem like run with it, like as if, oh, see, this person is this person is that, look what they did here, look what they said here about this or about that, like they've done with me in many cases. Myself being a person that is evident, right? Evidence, and with my own personal experience, that this is what they do. And Erok did a video yesterday in response to people in this comment, still after a month, still trying to say that he's trying to say that gaming is not for poor people. And if you're poor, oh well, that's your problem. Too bad you can't play games. Which he never said that in any way, shape, or form. He just being sarcastic and speaking figuratively of what he's saying, but not literal. And that's the biggest problem that's never really addressed today in the era we live in, with gaming in the space of gaming as a whole, right? Me being a victim myself, and no, this is not me trying to get petty for myself. It's just me speaking out the facts, okay? That me and a person like Erok, we try to be who we are, and we say that we are who we are, right? We never once ever sway away and try to be different, or try to act as if we one thing one day and then another thing another day, because we're trying to be genuine, honest, and real with our fan base, with people, and within the community. We try to be as honest as possible, and we try to be as fair as possible with everyone, right? But we don't change who we are as people, because that's just not how we're built. We're not built that way. And as we all know, me and erok can disagree on stuff, but we keep it moving the way it's supposed to be, the way it should be, because that's part of being an adult. That's part of agreeing to disagree, because that's how the world's supposed to be. We're not supposed to all agree and be yes men about everything, because then that doesn't make us unique as people or as individuals. You know what I mean? So the fact that we keep it honest and open and try to be as realistic and real as possible with people that come see our things or our content, for example, it makes us who we are, right? It doesn't mean because we're being real and honest that we are unempathetic, or that we are distasteful, hateful, disingenuous, or even that, like, if we don't have a conscience, right, so to speak. No way, shape, or form is that at all representative of what erok does on his channel, or myself sometimes, certain things that I may talk about or say. But I'm glad that he was vindicated, because this gentleman, Griffin Gaming, he has built his own channel on calling other people out, saying things about other people, even if he doesn't really know them. And for the most part, he does good work and does good things and content for the people that are blatant, that really are disingenuous, that really are hypocritical and say one thing and then do another. And it's true. I mean, and the fact that he calls them out is kind of a rarity, because you don't really see it a lot. People just don't say and call out people when they should, if they see it day in, day out, and yet nobody, and they keep getting credit for stuff, and yet they're not really helping the situation, for example, right? But in this case, I think Griffin didn't really need to go there with him, because he took what he said out of context completely. And even when erok did another video to basically reiterate and affirm what he said, being a lot clearer, whether he cursed or not, is, we're all adults. His content is for adults. It's not. It says clearly for adults, not for kids. And that's why it's supposed to be an open platform where we can speak how we feel and what we need to, because we have it's our right to do that, right? As content creators, or even us people, to speak out, right, with a platform. So he addressed it. He said it. He said, to clarify it. And even with that, they still continued to push the issue, like he, as if he doesn't care, or he's toxic, or he's being immature, whatever the case may be. So, which, he wasn't. So I'm glad that he's been vindicated, and that, Griffin was, held accountable for it. And it's not even a race thing. It's not about a black thing or white thing. It's nothing like that. It's just he did something that should have not been done. And for crossing that line, well, he's being held accountable for it. Will that mean that his channel get completely taken down? Obviously not. But it's the principle of the situation. And that's the type of thing that needs to happen more often. Because, like I said, with myself, it's the same thing. I don't get vindicated with nobody unless it's someone that I might know, that know me a little closer, like erok, or like Sega Man, let's say, for example, right? Even though they mean well and they're trying to express for, the right reasons, whatever they say in their content, right? Because it's what's wrong is wrong and what's right is right, and should be called out. But it's our platform. So whatever we say, we have every right to say it, because it's our platform. We don't have to feel handcuffed or should feel restricted to not be ourselves, because other people may not accept who we are, or what we are as people, or what we believe in, or what we think, or what we say. That shouldn't be the case. Because I, like Erok or myself, we don't go to anyone and say, oh, no, you can't do this, and make it an issue. If we do not agree with the content, we just move along. We let it be, because everyone has the right to do what they want and please on their platform, on their content, you know, on their YouTube channel, and whatever else platform they're in. So salute to you, Erok, because you know, you deserve to be you know, vindicated for the fact that you know, you have a right to say what you got to say, and you didn't do it with any malice or any wrong intent. You were just being honest and very clear and open about it. With people nowadays that are just, you know, they just want to skew everything and be part of that cancel culture, or that, you know, left or right bull crap, which shouldn't matter, because both sides can exist. That's what democracy's for. You know, we're supposed to be okay, and we can, and video games is the same way. It's the same way with politics, same way with religion, same way with anything in this world. So, you know, the fact that, you know, the fact that he said it, and that the guy took it out of content, and now he's being, you know, reprimanded for it, that's the way it should be. More of that should happen going forward, and people should not feel afraid, like I said, of just being themselves. I support people that like to be real, not to try to cater to a certain, you know, to a certain, you know, to a certain what you call it, to a certain audience, just so that you can fit in, or just so you can be okay. This is okay. This is acceptable because this is what we accept nowadays, and that's all right. So we're giving you the permission. No, that's mob mentality. That's communist mentality. You're not supposed to be that way. So there, you know, yeah, guys. It's just, you know, I just wanted to say salute to my brother Erok, and you know, like I said, you know, I'm glad that you've been vindicated, and just keep being yourself, man. Keep doing what you do, the way, you know, that I try to be, and the way that others should try to be, because, you know, it's called freedom of, you know, of speech, freedom of being who you are. That's all it is to it. All right, guys, I'll see you soon, and you know, let me know what you guys think with a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by. This is your boy Hebot signing off. Have a nice weekend, guys. Peace. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.